I'm going to tell you guys everything that's going to happen this weekend with the FIFA 23 market. It's a big weekend with Road to the Knockout, the first weekend league, and tons of supply coming. But before we get into that, I need to show you the easiest way for you to get some coins. If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 5% off at checkout. Now let's get right into this video. Alright boys, so jumping into this video, as mentioned, it is a big weekend ahead. If you don't know, Road to the Knockout is coming tomorrow, and we have the first Foot Champs Finals weekend. So, people want to know, should I build my team for Foot Champs? Should I hold on to it? What should I do? Should I sell my players? So, let's go ahead and dive into this and start it off. So, for starters, we're going to be talking about all the supply that we're going to be getting with Road to the Knockout and the first weekend league. So, what I'm expecting is tomorrow, Friday, shortly after content, the first couple hours, I expect a lot of panic and a lot of cards to start dropping. And not only is it going to be those low end metas like the 83s, 84s, which are just going to naturally drop because of the amount of supply. But I think the overall kind of drop in the market is going to cause a lot of panic, and it's going to cause a lot of these high-end metas to drop as well. Like Haaland, like Lionel Messi, like Lewandowski, cards like that I think are going to drop as well tomorrow. Overall, I see a lot of the market dropping tomorrow just because, one, we're going to get all that supply as mentioned, kind of bringing down that lower rated stuff, and then a lot of panic, people not knowing if they should sell their teams and whatnot. So, what that leaves us with is, do these cards keep dropping or are they going to jump back up in price? And what we're expecting is that these cards are actually going to jump back up in price. So, for example, let's take a look. I'm just picking a card off the top of my head. Let's just look at Gold Salah right now. We're going to compare him right now and compare him to last year and kind of look at his trends and what we'd expect this year. So, if we look at Gold Salah right now, he is currently selling for, now this was recently out of pack, so he's a little bit more expensive than usual. Right now, he's about 260,000 coins. So tomorrow, you could probably expect him to drop to like 240. And then what I'm expecting is, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for these cards to rise back up. Now, what is that based off of? Well, one, as I mentioned, is a lot of just panic and when people kind of settle in and realize, it's whatever, then I think these cards start to rise back up. So let me show you Salah last year. So the first Foot Champs last year was October 8th here. Now he doesn't see a massive drop actually. He's about 360k here, and he does really well maintaining his price, which you don't see with a lot of these high end with a lot of cards in the game, as he continues to maintain his price here. So he's 360k here. He drops a bit to 354, jumps back up to 380 here on Tuesday, and you'll see that trend with a lot of these cards last year is like Monday, Tuesday is when they kind of peak after this first Foot Champs weekend because there's a big influx of coins and then people start buying their squads back again. Hold up, stop the video. If you guys want to be making more coins on FIFA 23, make sure that you are following on Twitch for all my daily live streams. We do live daily trading there, answering your questions and everything like that to help you guys make the most coins possible. And join the Discord. Links to everything are in the description. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe, and let's get right back into the action. So I guess another one we could look at, I don't want to look at Mbappe because he's probably a bit too expensive. Let's look at Vinicius Jr.'s inform actually. Let's see what he did last year. So if we take a look at his 83 inform, I think overall he just kind of rose, but I want to see if he had like a little bit of a drop here. He didn't really have a drop that first weekend, so Team of the Weeks may not be the best example of this, but he did see that kind of peak Monday, Tuesday rise, which again is a good point here, where I think these cards could dip tomorrow, but again, I think everything is going to rebound. Let's take another look at, let's look at Heung-min Son here. That could potentially be a good example. So if we go look at gold Heung-min Son here, I guess we'll just click that and then click his gold. So let's take a look at Son on the first Foot Champs weekend. The first Foot Champs is right here, October 8th. So he sees a little bit of a dip here and then rises right back up. This time peaks a little bit later, peaks about Friday this week. So he kept rising a bit, but I think overall your general trend is going to be these cards are all going to drop this weekend and then rise back up Monday, Tuesday, because that's, people get their foot champs rewards, they get squad battles rewards. There's a lot of coins coming into this market. So how could you take advantage of this is basically just sniping and bidding on cards during lightning rounds tomorrow is going to be a great time to get in on a lot of gold cards. Just those typical cards that a lot of people are using in their teams right now. For example, a guy like Cancelo, a guy like Kyle Walker, even the lower guys like Nuno Mendes, I think could see a little bit of a rise. That's something to look at last year as well, is maybe like an 84 rated meta or something like that. Maybe some of these lower rated metas and see what they did. Let's just go look at Kyle Walker. It's essentially the same card this year, so it's worth having a look at him last year. So if we look at Kyle Walker and what he did last year, he on that Friday, Saturday had a little dip here. As you can see, he was about 80k, drops down to 71, and then jumps back up to 76 here. So the trends aren't exactly big enough to make a bunch of coins off of them, but it gives you an idea of if you're going to sell your team, when you could sell it, when you could buy it back. It's overall just to give you the idea that big drop tomorrow, rebounds coming in Monday, Tuesday, so expect those rises to come again. If you want to buy cards, Friday would be a great time to get in on those for your team. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.